The main issue that Priti Patel faces with this bill is that she still relies, unfortunately, on our allies across the Channel in France and Belgium, because the main point of this bill, the power to turn back boats, still relies on President Macron and people in Brussels, because without their consent, frankly, border force are powerless to turn back the boats without breaching a whole raft of international rules and UN conventions. So, whilst this bill does have several new, very strong powers to seize boats, and allow border officials to board the boats in the sea, which is a power they didn't have beforehand. The simple fact is that these boats are still going to be able to, once they're out of French waters, continue their journey to British beaches.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, no one wants these people to be turned back in a rickety boat that's going to sink. But we know that it's what they were doing in the Mediterranean for some years, and then they've been doing it in the Channel. The people traffickers almost sort of deliberately overload these boats, not just to make money, but also so the boats are so rickety. The Royal Navy or the lifeboats, whoever it is who picks them up, have no choice but to take these people on board. And once they're on board, then effectively they become our problem. There's no incentive for President Macron, France, or indeed the European Union to make it easier for us to send people back? Is there, other than, I would have thought that a lot of the pull of people travelling through France to get to the Channel border is so that they can get to Britain. And if they no longer have that pull, that magnetic pull to come to Britain, and the success rates they've got for getting over the Channel, then perhaps that might stop some of those arrivals. But other than that, I can't see why this would be in Macron's interest.
Well, it's certainly not the top of his in tray. That's for sure. There are incentives for his for the parts of northern France. Obviously, if you go over to Calais or
Yeah.
to Dunkirk, those communities are as fed up as our coastal communities, with having to deal with lots of people pitching up
Yeah.
and living there often for months whilst they attempt to make these crossings. The second incentive is money. We already signed a deal with France, I think about 3 years ago, where we paid, I think, £44.5 million to bolster border defences on the northern French coast. And quite frankly, the Home Secretary and Boris Johnson are going to have to get their chequebook out if they are going to get Mr Macron to agree to take these people back.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? But we've heard so much tough talk before. A lot of people just say that the pool is so much, the money to be made for the illegal people traffickers is so huge, and the chances of getting a court so few that even all the other aspects of this bill, this idea, well, at some point we're going to have people processed, we're told, back in Africa, in countries in Africa rather than here. There's a possibility of punishing. Something Priti Patel talked about, punishing other countries that won't take their people back, basically making it harder for people to make a legal route to come to the UK if we don't see that. A lot of this sounds tough talking. I wonder how much of it, once the human rights lawyers and others get involved, will actually stand up to scrutiny.
Well, yeah, the bill does make it officially illegal to enter the UK on a small boat and claim asylum. It sort of creates a two-tier system. Whereas if you fly here direct from a country, and as soon as you get to border, say I'm here to claim asylum, you go through the processes. If you come here through an illegal route, that is illegal and can be punishable by 4 years. I mean, ultimately,
Oh, that line seems to have gone.
the
Oh, we've got you
system,
back. We've got
will
you
it
back.
yeah, will that still be a deterrent, simply saying that we're going to jail you for a couple of years when you arrive here, but then you'll be in the system anyway
Yeah.
after? I don't think so. And there is also a risk of a tit for tat spat with other countries if we're going to say, well, look, we're not going to give you, or we're going to make visas more expensive for your legitimate citizens coming here if you don't take these people back.
Yeah.
You can see where they're coming from, but it's going to potentially cause more headaches in the future.